congratulations. What brought you on board for something like this of The Birdcatcher?
So, first I want to say, love Santa Barbara International Film Festival. This is my 12th year at the Santa Barbara International Film Festival, either with a project or as a juror, or just being a champion of this particular industry with the Nordic competition program. So I'm super grateful to Mickey Dusovic, who has been a forefront in making sure that Nordic cinema within this festival really shines a light. So I developed this project from 2011. I did it with an initiative called the U.S.-Norway Film Development Initiative. It was unheard of. We had a script competition in Norway. The scripts were in Norwegian, and we translated them into English. We worked with our Norwegian partners and narrowed them down to 2, and this was one of the scripts. And Trond Morten and I pitched it at the Nordic Co-Pro in Haugesund in 2011. I pitched it, and he was in the audience totally supporting me. It was a long labor of love. We went through multiple different hurdles, but we were one of the first films for the country of Norway to get the tax incentive. And so from there, I met Ross Clark. I attached Ross Clark as a director. And then from there, we brought on Motion Picture Capital, our financier in the UK. So when, producers' jobs are never done, all through production, through this, and even with this beautiful premiere, you're still herding cats. Your job is never done. So people always say, what does a producer do? And I think the thing that we do the most is, start to finish. We're chief cook, bottle washer, hand holder, cheerleader. But this film in particular is very near and dear to me because it was a part of that initiative.
Excellent. And was English the primary focus in the first place rather than doing the film in Norwegian?
Thank you. So, yes, English was absolutely imperative to this particular story because these are universal themes. This is one of the reasons why we picked this script. World War II, Holocaust survival stories are very important. They transcend anything. And doing it in English, but having the authenticity of having a Scandinavian crew and Scandinavian actors like Jacob and Arthur who are here with us tonight, and the amazing Sarah Sophie Bassinu who played our Esther. It was just, it had to be in English because we did not want to do the remake dance. We knew that the North American market was going to be the market to embrace it, and it was just makes it an easier film as a producer to make sure that it gets seen and sold by everybody.
Now, one of the things I do have to remark is that you brought out the best of the most diverse cast into this film. Talk about that.
Thank you. I love this cast. I mean, from Johannes Kuhnke, who wanted to be here tonight, to Sarah Sophie, to the amazing, beautiful Laura Byrne, to Jacob Sendergan, who just gave us the best Johan we needed because there's so nuance about that Johan who cannot, forget August Diehl, and they were just and my Arthur.
Yeah.
Who, really wore an orthopedic brace to really get into character for the entire shoot. I mean, that is some serious commitment. And we froze them. We it was insane. We were in the middle of Norway, and they just gave 100%. So I just can't. That's all. There are no words. That's my favorite thing to say. There are no words.
There
right?
we go.
So yeah.
One last thing. So
yes.
So what's after The Birdcatcher for yourself?
Oh, thank you. So my shingle is Garnet Girl. I actually have 2 films that are currently right now on Netflix and Amazon. Miles with Molly Shannon and Missy Piles, and Almost Paris, which was the director was Domenico Cameron Scorsese. So I'm a lot about female filmmakers. So my next project there's several. One with another Icelandic director, Paul Grimson, who's actually a Ventura resident, called Afterlands. But I also have 2 more called Big Enzo's Wedding. I'm working with the same writer, Wally Marzano-Lesnovich, as Almost Paris, and we're going to shoot that in June. And I have a 3rd project that's going to shoot here in LA.
Wow, you are so busy. Anyways, I want to commend you for reaching that 40% women goal that everyone's preaching
100%. 100%. Actually, over half of the women in this film, crew, above the line, were women in this film. So thank you.
Hey, you're welcome. Hey, thank you.
It's such a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.